What's going on, YouTubers? It's Mopar Man 1978. A little while back, we actually got our first rainstorm after we've been without a rain for like 3 weeks straight. Anyway, on the way home, driving the Jeep, happened to hit a couple puddles in the road I didn't know was there because it was raining real heavy. Splashed the water up inside the engine bay, caused the belt to start squealing, and anyway, long story short, when I got home and shut the headlights and everything off and it had stopped raining, I noticed the turn signal lights, even though I didn't have the turn signals on, just the parking lights, so to speak, and the side marker lights, the tail lights, and the lights in the dash were staying on and would not shut off. This doesn't have a timer or delayed deal like the pickup over here. So I figured something up here got wet, like this factory wiring harness down in here that goes to the headlights, whatnot. I checked all that, nothing was wet. Thought maybe the bulbs got soaked, was causing the crossover between the two. Checked all those, couldn't find anything. Then I went and checked the fuse box over here, and I went ahead and just let it sit for the night, let the heat under the hood go up on here. I disconnected the battery and come back the next day. Maybe if something got wet, it'd dry it out, maybe it'd fix the problem. Hooked the battery back up, still had an issue, and so anyway, I figured maybe the headlight switch went bad, because I thought I smelled just a little bit of wires or the switch getting a little hot underneath the dash, and so I figured maybe it just went out or stroke of bad luck or something. So I went in, got me a new one from Autozone, came back home, put it in, still had the same issue. So I started checking all the fuses over here in this box, nothing. Controlled these lights. And a lot of people don't know that on some of the Jeeps, over on the passenger side, down on the behind the kick panel, the fuse box is over there. But on this particular Jeep, it happens to be on the driver's side, up on the firewall. So I started checking fuses and got to the very bottom, and I got to let's see here, let's see if you can see it. Anyway, this particular item, there you go, sunlight, this is a circuit breaker. When I pulled this out, those particular lights that were staying on shut off. Anyway, for some reason something told me to pop this little housing off the top, little cap, and inside there's a two contacts, just like on your points. And I looked at it and it looked kind of dark, didn't look shiny in there. So I took a piece of leftover 800 grit sandpaper and cleaned one side of the contacts, flipped the paper over and cleaned the other side of the contacts. Made sure they were all nice and clean. I didn't take too much material off. And plugged it back in, and the light stayed off. And I went and took it for a test drive, turned the headlights on, and came back, parked it, shut the lights off. Lights stayed off even after the headlights got shut off. So if you have any of these Jeeps, 80s or 90s, this is a 96, make sure you check this little circuit breaker. They're pretty inexpensive. Like, I think they're somewhere between $5 and $9 at AutoZone or something like that. Might be able to get them cheaper somewhere else, I don't know. This one says this is a looks like a 4.8, or maybe it's just 4, and then there's a gap, says 8A, and then 12V, I guess 12 volt, and then stamped on there 9HD with a dot, and then there's another set of numbers, 8956, and then it's 001, and then it says 110. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this tech tip. Feel free to leave a comment below. Subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. Good or bad, whatever. stay tuned for other videos. Maybe not necessarily concerning this Jeep, but other projects. For now, take care.